Hi, I'm Haley J. Madison.
And I'm Allison Egan, and we're from Her Name Was Torment 2. And you're watching Mr. Tony of the Dead.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on a movie called The Suckling. This is from Vinegar Syndrome, and it's directed by Francis Terry. This movie takes place in a brothel / abortion clinic, and this woman is tricked into going there and having an abortion, and her unborn fetus is flushed into the sewer where it comes into contact with some toxic waste. So now the fetus mutates into something very huge and grotesque and is very hungry, and it starts killing off the people in the house one by one and trapping them in there so they can't get out. Movie came out in 1989, and it is something else, let me tell you. I've seen the cover for this on a VHS before, and it always intrigued me, but I never had it, and I never saw it until now. And I took a chance just getting the Blu-ray, and it's definitely something else. It reminds you of a trauma movie. In fact, in the special features, there's an interview with the guy who played the monster, the Suckling, that played him. He actually asked the people when they told him what this is about, is it a trauma movie? Because he has been involved in trauma movies before, and it's not. And it does have that vibe. It definitely has a trauma feel to it. So if you're into trauma movies, it definitely, you'll definitely like it. And unfortunately, it says on the back that this is from the one-time director of Francis Terry, and that's very unfortunate if that's true, because I thought this movie was actually pretty decent. The characters were very believable that they were, and I'm sorry if they're watching this for some reason they come across my video. I believe they were prostitutes and johns and pimps, and and this is Big Mama's house. Not to be mistaken for, Martin Lawrence Big Mama. This not that Martin, but to be honest, it's kind of like the white version of that Big Mama. I don't know, but Big Mama was actually a likable person. I don't know, she's like the smart one. And then there's Axel, who reminded me of Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know why. I just think if they ever remade this movie, for some reason, I think the cast of Always Sunny in Philadelphia could probably pull off some of the roles in this. I don't know why. I just have that feeling that they could make this into a movie, like redone their way. I don't know. I just saw that in my head. But it's definitely Axel. It reminds me of Mac, the way he is and looks and everything. And there's another guy in it, the other John, who is probably the most likable one. The girl who goes there to get an abortion, she just changes her mind. She doesn't want to do it, and she gets drugged. And her boyfriend's okay with this, and they're teenagers, and she's all upset that this happened. So this is her baby that mutated. It's actually, they say, it's a second trimester. So that's way far along for this abortion to be happening. And to be honest, I know people are touchy nowadays and everything. I didn't like seeing that part. I mean, the abortion, it didn't bother me, but seeing the unborn fetus mutating in that, I don't know, it kind of bothers me a little bit, but it's not enough to make me stop watching the movie, I guess. It's like, it's like seeing kids getting killed in a movie. You don't like it, but it obviously happens in real life as well. Kids get killed, so you just kind of gotta roll with it. And it sucks, and you just gotta remember, it's not fucking real. I mean, a fetus does not turn into this. You just gotta remember it's a fucking movie. And it's just kind of sad, because it did really kind of look like a fetus, and it was done. It was whoever, the effects were done very well. And then when the monster gets huge, they get like to a human size, like an adult size, I should say. Looked really cool. Like the eyeballs were very menacing, and the skin looked very, like, if you touched it, it looked like it would be greasy but smooth. I don't know, that sounds weird, but look, it just had a really cool look to it. The teeth looked very gross and sharp, and you know, it had like almost like these, like, almost reminded you in a way of a calmed down monster like the Power Rangers would fight against. Like the hands, there was no hands, but it was like these two, like, look like claw kind of things, and it was a really, really cool monster, I'll be honest. Like, very, very cool looking. I can't really even compare it to another monster off the top of my head that I've ever seen that I would say looks exactly like this. But it was very, very cool special effects. Some of the acting was a little stale, but I think that adds to the charm of this movie, because it's not really like that great a movie, but it's not dull. And some of the actors are, like I said, they're you know, I always say this in my reviews, you know who you're supposed to like and you know who you're not supposed to like, and they pull it off. So if you're not supposed to like a person, you know, then of course there's this one John who, it kind of reminded me too, like Night of the Living Dead, where they're all kind of like trapped in this house, and then there's the one guy who, and again, I can't think of his name on the top of my head. You think I would know it, but he's like the father of the girl in the basement. He's like, you know, the asshole. You can't wait to see him like die. And there's this John that is the same way in this movie, and he's just kind of like all for himself. He's a real jerk and a crybaby and everything. It's just like, oh my god, I can't stand this guy. Get rid of him already. And but then there's like you know, some of the prostitutes are actually likable people, especially Candy. She kind of starts going a little nuts after a while, but she is kind of funny. You know, she has a funny personality, and she's just kind of like, oh well, we're fucked, you know, we're all gonna die, you know, whatever. And she goes with the flow. It was fun. It was a fun movie. It was surprising, and I had a good time with this. Made me laugh a lot. Practical effects were you know, over the top and cheesy and fun. Head ripping. There was a reverse head ripping that like was obviously reversed, but didn't bother me. It was kind of funny, especially the reaction when they find the body. They're like there was like no real huge reaction to it. It's just crazy the way things go. But you know, I did enjoy this movie, and you know, so now I'll show you, you know, what the inside of this looks like. And here you have, it's actually this version. You don't have to get it with this, but while they last, plus also Vinegar Syndrome, I believe, updated their website that you don't have to get this with the slip cover if it is available. You can get it without it, which I believe makes it a little cheaper. So if it's a little too pricey for you, you don't have to get it with the slip case. So like I said, it just comes off here. It's like embossed, and if you could see, if I can try to get a little shininess there, you can see that it has like a slick shininess to it. So do the eyes, but I can't really get it. The eyes have a little bit of it, and the teeth, and then on the back has a mouth, and there's like a little bit of a glossiness to the teeth as well, and it feels smooth too. And then on the side, the Suckling, and that has a little bit of an embossed feel to it, and you know, glossiness to it. Same thing on the other side. And then here you have the same artwork on the sleeve that is on the slipcover, which I don't know why they do that. I would like to have another image, but the good thing is it's reversible, so you could just put the other image on there. But I think it would be cool to have a third image to have, you know, like the slipcase is one image that they have make special for this, and then this has an image and then a reversible one. So I think that would be cool, but I don't know, that might cost a lot of money or whatever, or time. But here you have that cover, which I do like that. You know, it's it's a lot, very red, but it's not that bad. I think it's way better than this one, to be honest. Like, I think this one, I don't know, I don't really care for it. I do like the colors, to be honest, but it doesn't really, I think it looks too generic in a way too. Like, I think this stands out more, like on a shelf, let's put it that way, on a shelf, than this. It's like, I should say it's more legible, but I don't know. I think this would be like, oh, what does that say? So I would have to go with this one as being the one that I would keep reversed. But being that there is a slipcase with that, I don't know. Maybe I would just reverse this and keep it that way, but we'll see. So which one do you think is the best? And here you have some special features on here. Not a ton of them, but there are some on here, and if you want to pause it right now and check them out, you may do so. Also, you have the Blu-ray here with the newer artwork on, and then you have on the DVD you have the older artwork, and they are region A, B, and C, and it is newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 16mm original camera negative. And I must say it does look very nice, and everything does sound very nice. So there you go, there's that. So yeah, in the end, I'm very glad that I picked this up. Never saw it before. Kind of a blind buy if you think about it, which for the most part with Vinegar Syndrome, a lot of them are blind buys for me. And a lot of them, are worth it for me. And I have watched ones where I'm like, ugh, maybe it's not that good, but it looks nice, and now I saw it and I know. But this one I've never seen before, and I definitely would watch this again. I feel like this has rewatchability, a lot of rewatchability. It's fun, and the ending's really fucked up. Like really fucked up. So yeah, I definitely say check this one out. The one complaint I would have, and this is with it's not Vinegar Syndrome thing, it's at anything like with Blu-ray. You have the Blu-ray in here and you have the DVD, and I'm not the only one that feels this way. I know some people like this, but I say just get rid of the DVD already. Just give a Blu-ray. It might make it a little cheaper, and if you don't have a DVD, if you don't have a Blu-ray player, I say upgrade already. What are you waiting for? It's 2019, and I'm saying this while I have VHS behind me. I know it might sound hypocritical, but I have VHS behind me, and I also have Blu-ray, and I also have DVD. Like, a Blu-ray player will play DVDs, so all your old DVDs will still work in it, hopefully. I don't know what kind of DVD or Blu-ray player you would get, but I'm just saying, I will never play this DVD in here. Guarantee you, it will just sit in the case forever, and it will never get played. And that's on you, because people refuse to upgrade to a Blu-ray player. And it's not, don't even say it's because it's expensive, because it's not. If you could afford to buy Blu-rays or DVDs with the Blu-ray in it all the time, you can afford to upgrade to a Blu-ray. But I'm just saying, I think it's silly that we still have DVDs and Blu-rays together in here. And because they're together in here, I can't, in my head, take the DVD out, switch the case up with a single slot for the Blu-ray, because I'll know I have, the DVD out of it, or it's not supposed to be like that. So I have to keep it like this, so it's like a curse as well. But I just think nowadays, let's get rid of the whole Blu-ray DVD combo pack and just have a Blu-ray. Maybe that way, or at least two Blu-rays, and have some more special features on another one. Sometimes there is that as well. But I think the DVD, let's just get rid of it, or just have it a standalone DVD case. I don't want it with my Blu-ray. That's just me. That's just my opinion. But that's just how I feel. But if you feel like that, if you feel that way, let me know. Maybe you could change my opinion on it. I don't know. But with all that being said, definitely give this one a shot if you haven't checked it out. It's a fun time, a lot of fun. Sit back, have a few beers. Again, I would say this: you don't have to be drunk to watch these things, but it's always fun to sit back and have a good time. You're gonna have a good time regardless if you're drunk or not. I was sober and I had a good time, so there's that. But yeah, definitely worth a watch and a fun time, and worth a pickup. Looked good, sounded good. And I enjoyed it. Lots of rewatchability, and lots of likable characters in this as well. So yeah, I'd say definitely a win in my book. And if you are interested in purchasing this, I'll put a link below where you can purchase it. And if you want, I will put a trailer below where you can check out the trailer. But I always say this: proceed with caution. There may be spoilers. And also, give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on any one of the social media links in the description box below. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.